ma-measure sa ideal gas is yung tinatawag na mga state variables. So yung mga state variables is meron tayong pressure, volume, temperature, number of moles, no? And another quantity na siguro pwede nating ma-measure is what we call the internal energy. No, however, impossible ma-measure yung internal energy kasi yung internal energy is the sum of all the energies na meron yung system, like translational kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy, and so on, no? So marami yon, and also yung mga potential energies kasama din yon. Okay, so that's the total internal energy of the system. Kaya mahirap siyang i-measure kasi marami yung molecules, no? Ngayon, ang possible na ma-measure natin is the change in internal energy. And that's the statement of the first law of thermodynamics. And we have two ways to change the internal energy of the system, either by heat or by work. So dalawa yon, heat added or heat loss, and another one is work done on the system and work done by the system. Okay, so yun yung mga pwede mong gawin to change the internal energy of the system. So mathematically, we have delta U is equal to Q minus W. Yun yun, no? Yun yung statement. So halimbawa, gusto mong tumaas yung temperature nung isang system, either mag-a-add ka ng heat or gagawa ka ng work doon sa system, right? So para tumaas yung internal energy niya. And remember, itong internal energy is directly related to temperature. Okay, sa ideal gas na case. But remember, medyo complicated pa yan kapag real gases yung kino-consider mo. Now, we have several thermodynamic processes. We have this special thermodynamic processes. We have the cyclic process and yung isolated system. So kapag cyclic, so yung system is bumabalik siya sa initial state. So let's say meron kang PV diagram, pressure volume diagram, and then let's say yung point dito sa PV diagram is ito yung tinatawag na state ng system. Right? So we have P, V. Okay, or baliktad, V, P, no? Kung gusto mong XY, V, P. O yan yung state ng system. Now, if yung system is nag-undergo ng thermodynamic process, bumalik siya doon sa initial state niya, ang tawag dyan is cyclic process. Okay? At yung area dito sa cyclic process na to is the work done on the system. Right? Or work done by the, or total work done. Kasi pwedeng in-add yung total work done on the system and by the system. So yun yung total work done. Okay? So yan yung cyclic process, and ano yung characteristic niya? The change in internal energy is equal to 0. Okay? Kasi bumalik siya doon sa initial state niya. Okay? So ang sinasabi lang nito, this implies na if the internal or change in internal energy is 0, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung work done mo sa system, pwedeng ni-release niya din yun as heat. Okay, so ibig sabihin, walang nagbago doon sa internal energy. Right? So that's the cyclic process. No? And we have also yung isolated system, which is no work done and no heat flow on the system kasi isolated siya. So let's say meron kang system, and yung system na yon is meron siyang insulator. And yung insulator na yon is of course cannot conduct heat palabas ng system or papasok ng system. So ibig sabihin walang heat, right? So the heat is 0. Okay? Wala siyang work done and wala ring heat flow, no? So yun yung example ng isolated system. So in that case, the work done or the change in internal energy would also be 0. Okay? So yan yung dalawang cases kung kailan magiging 0 yung delta U. Okay? Nag-take tayo ng example nung nakaraan. Hindi ko na uulitin to. Next is work done during volume change. So after, yung heat, madali lang naman. Kung gusto mo ng heat added on the system, lagay mo siya sa fire. Or kung gusto mo ng heat loss, ilagay mo siya sa malamig na environment. However, for work done, so yung work done is it turns out na yung work done is equal to the integral of the pressure times the infinitesimal volume, right? So PdV from initial volume to final volume. So if the final volume is greater than the initial volume, the work done is on the system, positive work done, right? Tama ba ako? Ah, tama ba 'yon? Ibig sabihin tumaas yung volume? Hindi, mali ako. Pag tumaas yung volume, ibig sabihin yung work done is by the system kasi lumaki yung volume. Pag lumiit yung volume, ibig sabihin yun yung work done on the system. Yes, kasi pinupush mo yung gas molecules. Okay. So it turns out na yung work done is, since integral siya, it is the area under the graph of your PV diagram. Okay, that's your work done. And because of that, pwedeng yung initial state at yung final state pareho, pero magkaiba ng work done. Halimbawa, meron kang PV diagram. PV. Initial state, final state. Meron akong infinite possibilities kung paano ako makakarating from initial state 1 to initial state 2. Halimbawa, daan ako dito. So that's a larger work done. Or pwede magkaroon ako ng larger work done. Let's say ganito yung path ko. O larger work done yun. Kung gusto mo na mas maliit na work done, ganito yung i-take mo. So I mean, pwedeng marating mo yung final state from your same initial state kahit na magkakaiba yung work done. Gets mo ba? Okay, depende doon sa thermodynamic path na iti-take mo. Okay, so depende doon sa thermodynamic path na iti-take mo. And remember, we have special thermodynamic processes kung paano ka makakarating from state 1 to state 2. Okay, so which is mare-recall natin later on, no? So ano ba yung mga thermodynamic processes? So firstly, meron tayong isochoric process, and ito yung constant volume process. And kapag constant volume, ibig sabihin, hindi magbabago yung volume, so zero yung work done. Gets ba? Kasi hindi nagbago yung volume, ibig sabihin zero yung work done. So that means, ang involved lang is yung heat. And ibig sabihin, yung heat is equal to NCV dt. So yung CV is the molar specific heat at constant volume. Okay, so NCV dt. Okay, so yan dyan equal yung DU kapag isochoric process. Pag isobaric process, meron tayong constant pressure. Okay, yes, constant pressure. And kapag constant pressure, walang magzi-zero dyan. dQ minus dW, and dQ is NCP dt. So molar specific heat at constant pressure. Tapos yung dW is PdV, which is nRdT. So kinuha siya from your PV is equal to nRT. Tapos pag sinubstitute mo, magiging du is equal to NCP minus R dt lang siya. Okay, so ibig sabihin, from that, marirealize natin na since meron tayong, let's say, yung du din, du is equal to NCV dt, and yung case dito is equal din siya sa NCP minus R dt, pareho lang yung du na yan. So, mangyayari, pag inequate mo sila, you're going to discover na yung gas constant is equal to Cp minus Cv. So, very important to. No? Very important tong relation na to. Okay, so, yes, yung Cp. So, kung alam mo yung Cv from the principle of equipartition, right? So, tapos alam mo yung value ng gas constant, malalaman mo na yung Cp. So, that's the beauty, no? So, yung isothermal is yung constant temperature process. Remember, pag constant temperature, walang change in internal energy. So, that means dQ is equal to dW, and dW is equal to PdV. So, pag winwork out mo, malalaman mo na yung Q is equal to nRT ln V2 over V1. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung heat added sa system is, pag nag-add ka ng heat sa system, pwede magbago yung volume niya. Okay, so under constant temperature process. No, so yan yung nangyayari. Okay, so ibig sabihin yung heat added will correspond to the work done. Okay, so ganun siya. Okay, so anyway, so constant temperature. So, ibig sabihin, yung ginawa mong work, equal din dapat doon sa heat added on the system or heat loss. No? So,
Felix is no longer
punta
a
tayo sa adiabatic process. So, this is wala siyang heat transfer. So, pag walang heat transfer, ibig sabihin, Q is equal to 0. Okay? And therefore, delta U is equal to negative W. So, therefore, alam na natin yung DU. And again, we have this very important relation. Okay? Na which is pag nagbabago yung temperature, volume, and pressure under adiabatic process, ito yung susundin natin. Okay, so yan yung mga equations na yun, no? Okay. Yan, wala siyang heat transfer. Okay, tapos yung work done is can be expressed in this way. So 1 over negative 1 over gamma minus 1, P2 V2 minus P1 V1. Try natin tong example na to. So let's try an adiabatic expansion. Okay, so sa adiabatic expansion, let's say meron tayong 2 moles of ideal gas, and yung gamma is we set it to 1.40. Okay, and yung P1 is 5 atmospheres, and yung V1 is equal to 12 liters, and yung V2 is equal to 30 liters. No, so ibig sabihin nagkaroon siya ng volume change. Ang tanong is ano yung mangyayari sa pressure? So sagutan muna natin yung letter A. So for letter A, gusto nating malaman yung final pressure. Okay, so anong gagamitin natin? This one. So hanapin mo lang yung nawawala. So from this equation, the final pressure will be P2 is equal to P1 V1 gamma over V sub 2 gamma. Okay, so ibig sabihin this is equal to P1 V1 over V2 gamma. Okay? So tapos i-substitute lang natin yung P1. So we have 5.8 atmosphere. Hindi na natin kailangan i-convert kasi wala naman tayong kailangan i-cancel. Tapos yung V1 is 12 liters. Hindi na rin kailangan i-convert kasi makakancel naman. So 12 liters. Ang kailangan lang talaga i-convert palagi is yung temperature. Tapos over 30.0 liters raised to 1.50. Okay, so anong sagot for adiabatic process? Okay, 1.26. Okay, 5. Anong unit? So cancel liters. So matitira is raised to 1.50 yan ha. So we have atmospheres. Okay, so yan na yung magiging sagot natin. Okay, so alam na natin yung final pressure, no? From the change in volume. So next is, ano yung initial temperature and final temperature? So how can we identify that? Paano kaya? Sige nga. Kasi pag adiabatic process, lahat nagbabago. Okay, so for adiabatic process, remember, all state variables are changing. Okay? Or yung in particular yung P, V, and T. Okay? So ibig sabihin ano yung initial temperature and final temperature? Paano natin malalaman? Okay, good. Yung ideal gas law, yes. So PV is equal to nRT. So sinusunod naman natin po. And therefore, T1 is equal to P1 V1 over N times R. Okay, so ibig sabihin, we have T1 which is 5 ATM. Tapos yung V1 is 12 liters, 12.0 liters divided by 2 moles. Tapos yung R is, ano yung value ng R? Yung R is, ang value niya, hindi na pala. So the value of R, napin natin. Okay, eto. So the R is okay, so ito yung R. Okay, liter ATM per mole Kelvin. So ibig sabihin, ATM will be cancelled, liter is cancelled, mole is cancelled, matitira Kelvin. So anong sagot? Yes, oo. So dapat liter yung gagamitin, which is ito, ginamit na natin siya. Okay, 8 point. Ay, akala ko. Okay, so anong sagot na? Yes, ito na yung value ng R. Oo. Ay, hindi. Kasi, ano na yun eh. Hindi, kasi dapat ang gagamitin mo, liter ATM. Kasi naka-liter ATM yung pressure and volume. Mhm. Oo. Pakita natin. Yan siya. Okay, ilan? 365.85, 86. 586. So, 59 Kelvin. Ayan. Okay? Yes, oo. So, kasi naka-ATM to eh. Kailangan makancel. Ito, naka-liter, dapat makancel din. Tapos yung mole, ganun din. O, Kelvin yung matitira. Okay, so 365.59 Kelvin. How about the final temperature? Same thing. Pero kung ako sa'yo, gamit ka ng nitong relation. Yung pangalawa. T1V1, T2V2. Ayan, pwede mong gamitin yan. Okay, so gamitin natin. T1V1, gamma minus 1, equals to T2V2, gamma minus 2. Okay, so from this equation, T sub 2 is equal to T1 V1 gamma minus 1. Ay, bakit gamma minus 2 to? Gamma minus 1 din to. Okay, over V gamma minus 1. So, ibig sabihin, this is equal to T1 tapos V1 over V2 gamma minus 1. So, we have T1 is, ito na, 365.59 Kelvin. Tapos, V1 is, ano yung V1? V1 is 12 liters over 30.0 liters raised to 1.50 minus 1. Ano yung sagot? O, yan na yung final temperature. Ano yan? Sorry? 231.21. Okay, 21 Kelvin. Wait lang. Wait lang wait lang Okay, let's go back. Okay, so asa na tayo? Okay, so ito yung final temperature. So according to this, bumaba yung temperature, no? Dito sa adiabatic process. So ibig sabihin, if you're going to imagine, this is your PV diagram. Siguro sketch natin. So this is your constant temperature process. Temperature, but nagkaroon siya ng change in temperature. So let's say this is T1, this is T2. So we expect na mas mababa yung final kaysa sa initial. So ibig sabihin yung final is 231.21 Kelvin at yung initial is 365.59 Kelvin, right? So galing siya dito sa asa na yun? Ano yung initial pressure niya? 5 atm. Ang final pressure niya is 1.265. So ibig sabihin bumaba. From this point up to this point. So let's say this is 5 atm and this is 1.265 atm. Okay, gets ba?
Tama.
Okay, naging ganyan siya. Okay, para magkaroon tayo ng sketch, no? Tapos yung initial volume is, tingnan natin kung nagme-make sense. Ang initial volume is 12 liters at ang final volume is 30 liters. Tama. So 12 liters and this is 30 liters. So tumaas yung volume. So nangyari, tumaas yung volume, bumaba yung pressure, bumaba yung temperature. Okay, so that's your adiabatic process. Okay, gets ba? Okay, so at least meron tayong sketch no nung nangyari. Okay, may questions ka regarding our graph?
Wala na ba?
Okay, sige. So next is Ano yung susunod na tinatanong? What is the heat added? Paano natin malalaman yung heat added? Paano kaya?
Heat added Q equals MC delta T.
Okay, nice. NC V delta T. Right? So, yan yung, or, kung babalikan natin yung process, tingnan mo mabuti. For adiabatic process, ano ang adiabatic process?
Yung
What is
wala pong
adiabatic
ano,
process?
heat escape.
Yes, so walang heat transfer. So, ibig sabihin, this is automatically 0. Okay, gets ba? 0 because the process is adiabatic. Okay, so yun. Okay, letter D. What is the change in internal energy? How about this? Paano natin malalaman?
Ano kaya? Ano kasi to? Yung formula eh.
Yes, paano natin malalaman? 'Di ba? Q minus.
Basta that
Pwede,
is the
right?
negative of the ano, yung work by the system.
Yung Q alam mo na, 'di ba?
Tawa?
So we just need to find W. And W is for adiabatic process. This is the answer. So ito lang siya, binigay na siya. Just need to calculate it using this formula. Okay, so mangyayari, we have negative 1 over 1.50 minus 1. Tapos final pressure 1.265 atm. Final volume is, tingin na lang tayo dito, 1.265 30 liters minus P1 which is 5 atm. Tapos ang initial volume is 12 liters. Okay, so anong answer natin? Anong answer?
Negative 1 over. 44.1.
Okay, 44 positive, no?
Aba.
44.1. Okay, joules. Nalagay natin, delta U is equal to Q minus W. So 0 minus 44.1 joules. So we have negative 44.1 joules. What does this imply? Anong ini-imply ng negative change in internal energy?
It's doing work elsewhere.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, the internal energy decrease. Right? Decrease. Right? So nag-decrease siya. Gets ba? Okay,
Sige ba?
so nag-decrease yung internal energy. Okay, kaya siya negative. Okay? So sige. Nag-decrease siya because the work done is by the system. Okay, yan yung ini-imply ng positive work done here. Okay, malinaw.
Yes, aba.
Kasi yung system yung gumawa ng work eh. E di siya yung nabawasan ng internal energy. Okay, so yun yung nangyayari. Okay, how about this? Ito na. Actually, na-calculate na natin. Okay, pero meron pa ba isa dito?
Ano kaya?
So actually, nagawa na natin lahat, no?
Lahat naman ng system ba na? Tama.
Okay, nice. Okay, next is, siguro daanan na natin saglit yung second law of thermodynamics. Okay. Okay, ito na. Second law of thermodynamics. So for second law of thermodynamics, okay, we have this, what we call irreversible processes. Okay, mga irreversible processes, these are spontaneous processes that proceed in one direction. Di siya makakabalik. O, halimbawa, nag-iwan ka ng hot coffee. So, ano mangyayari sa hot coffee? Lalamig. Right? At yung lumamig na hot coffee, hindi na siya babalik sa pagiging mainit. Tama? Unless i-force mong uminit siya by reheating it. Correct? So,
Yes, tama.
hindi siya babalik. And that's a spontaneous process. Spontaneous process siya. It just proceed in one direction. Kaya pwede mong i-imagine yung irreversible process as an arrow of time. Kasi yung time is always pointing in the future. So, ganun din yung irreversible process. It is always pointing in one direction, in a certain direction. Okay, so yan yung irreversible process at hindi na siya pwedeng ibalik. And all thermodynamic processes are irreversible processes and equilibrium at endpoints only, no? So yan yung nangyayari. Okay, and we have also reversible processes. So ideal process very close to being in thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay, so halimbawa, meron kang mga tinatawag na quasi-static processes. So ibig sabihin, yun yung mga processes na sobrang bagal mo lang ginagawa. Na halos hindi na siya nawawala doon sa pagiging equilibrium niya. Sobrang bagal mo lang siyang ginagawa. So for example, meron kang piston na kinocompress yung ideal gas. And let's say yung piston is hilahin mo siya dahan-dahan lang hanggang sa mag-expand yung gas. Pero dahan-dahan lang, wag mong bibiglain. Gets ba? Okay,
Yes, tama.
so that way, reversible siya kasi very close siya sa pagiging thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay? So sobrang bagal mo lang gagawin. No, yun yung example na. Pero ideal to. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya perfectly nangyayari talaga. Okay? So we have this second law of thermodynamics which is sinasabi nito na yung mga spontaneous processes proceed in one direction. Okay? Yan yung sinasabi ng second law of thermodynamics. And mamaya i-revisit natin din. So
Mm.
firstly is let's explore heat engines. So
Tama,
yung heat
Carnot engines
engine,
na.
yes, oo. So any device that transforms heat partly into work. Partly. So ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng heat na re-receive niya is converted into work. Yung iba, natatapon. Okay? At hindi maiiwasan yun. No? So, if walang natatapon, that would be a perfect engine. And it doesn't exist. Okay? So, sa mga heat engine, palagi siyang meron siyang tinatawag na working substance. So, the working substance is a quantity of matter inside the engine that will enable you to transform heat into work. O, yun yung nagsasabi, no? So, ito yung typical na heat engine. So, meron kang cold reservoir and hot reservoir. Okay? So, yung hot reservoir is sobrang mainit na environment or heat source at yung cold reservoir is dyan ma-expel yung heat. Okay? So, dyan mag-escape yung heat, no? Na natapon. So, from the hot reservoir, magre-receive siya ng heat na QH. Tapos, papa-escape siya ng heat na Q sub C. Tapos, from that, part ng QH, gagawa siya ng work. Okay, so that means the work done is equal to QH minus Q sub C. Okay, so ibig sabihin, difference siya ng heat supplied at saka ng heat rejected. Nagme-make sense ba?
Tama.
Okay, kung bakit ganyan siya. So different siya kasi syempre yung hindi natapon, yun yung naging work, no? So that's a typical heat engine, no? Yung diagram niya, schematics niya. An example of heat engine is the internal combustion engine, which is a mixture of air and fuel. So, mixture siya ng air and fuel. And meron din tayong steam turbine, which is water. So, yan yung mga working substance nila, no? Air and fuel, sa steam turbine naman, water. Okay, yan yung working substance. Yan yung umiikot doon sa heat engine. Okay. So, yung mga heat engine is meron silang tinatawag na efficiency, which is this is a measure on how much work done is done, or how much heat supplied is being converted into work. So pag mataas yung efficiency, ibig sabihin mataas yung work done corresponding doon sa heat supplied. Pag mababa yung efficiency, ibig sabihin marami kang sinupply na heat pero konti lang yung work done. Ibig sabihin mababa yung efficiency, no? So ibig sabihin isa siyang ratio. Ratio siya ng work done per heat supplied. Okay? So if i-substitute mo yung equation na to dito, so makikita mo na equal siya sa 1 minus QC over QH. So this one, this requires na yung QH must be greater than 2 Q sub C. Okay, para yung efficiency positive, no? Okay, example tayo, gasoline truck engine. So halimbawa, meron tayong sinupply na 10,000 joules of heat sa gasoline truck engine, and gumawa siya ng work na 2,000 joules. Okay, at ang latent heat of combustion niya is 5.0 times 10 raised to 4 joules per grams for gasoline. So ang question is, ano yung efficiency? So yung ano yung efficiency niya? So efficiency, remember, is work done per heat supplied. So ano yung naging work done? So it's 2,000 joules divided by QH, which is 10,000 joules. Anong sagot? What is the efficiency?
Ano lang, point, 1/5 na. So, 0.2.
Okay, 0 point, yes. So 0.2. Walang unit yan. Kasi cancel yung joules. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ang efficiency niya is 20%. Gets ba?
Yes, apa.
Okay, 20% efficiency. Okay, nice. Okay, how about the Q sub C, the heat expelled? So equal siya sa, well, we have to remember this formula. Work is equal to QH minus Q sub C. Okay, so gagawin natin is Q sub C is equal to QH minus W. So tingnan natin. We have QH is 10,000.
Tapos,
Work is
minus 2,000.
2,000. Yes, So ilan yung heat na natapon?
Mga 8,000. Grabe. Anyway.
8,000 joules. Ayan. Kasi nga, 20% lang yung efficiency niya. Okay, 20% efficiency. So, ibig sabihin, sa heat supplied, 20% lang doon yung mako-convert sa work. And yung 80% matatapon. Okay? Ganun siya kahina. Okay? So, yan. Okay, nice. So, that's your, okay, next is gasoline engine. Gasoline engine tayo. So for gasoline engine, we have the intake valve and the exhaust valve. And meron tayong mixture of air and gasoline and also a piston. So simplified model to, no? Actually may cycle yan, yung internal combustion engine. So kumbaga parang magte-take siya ng heat sa intake stroke. Tapos after that, we have the compression stroke. Ano to, i-detail ko pa to next meeting. Tapos meron siyang ignition, tapos power stroke and exhaust stroke. So magkakaroon siya ng 2 beses na adiabatic process. So adiabatic compression and adiabatic expansion. So ganyan siya gumagana. Ganyan magfo-flow yung heat. So ano natin to, i-detail natin tong mga engine na to bukas. Okay? So sige. Tapos Actually, tatlo to. Internal combustion engine, Otto cycle, and diesel engine. Diesel cycle, Otto cycle, and gasoline, no? So, yan yung ano niya, mga processes. Okay, i-detail natin.
Opo.
Tapos, yung refrigerators is siya yung kabaliktaran ng engine. Okay? So, yung refrigerator is kabaliktaran siya ng engine. It takes heat from a cold place and gives it off to a warmer place. Baliktad. Like, pwede ba yun, sir? Na mag-take ng heat from a cold place and i-expel siya sa warmer place? Pwede, pero kailangan meron kang work done sa system. Kaya siya baliktad. Mangyayari, imbis na si refrigerator yung gumawa ng work, ikaw yung gagawa ng work sa kanya. Para mag-take siya ng heat from cold place, tapos i-expel niya forcefully sa hot place. At ganyan gumagana yung refrigerator at mga aircon. Air conditioning, mga AC units. Ganyan sila gumagana. Okay? And yung work done on the system will be QH minus Q sub C. Okay? And meron siyang tinatawag na coefficient of performance. So yan yung amount of heat expelled or amount of heat intake tapos per work done. No? So mangyayari is ilan yung ilan yung required work para makapag-expel siya ng heat or ilan yung required work depende doon sa heat intake niya from the cold place. So parang ganun yung coefficient of performance. Ganun mo siya sinusukat. And we have QC over W is equal to QC over QH minus QC. So that's the performance. Kabaliktaran siya nung efficiency. And ito yung flow diagram ng energy flow diagram ng refrigerator. So meron siyang evaporator, condenser. Ang working substance ito is refrigerant fluid or yung tinatawag na ano yung tawag doon? Yung I forgot. Okay, may tawag doon sa fluid na 'yan eh. Ano yung tawag doon sa fluid na 'yan? Sa loob ng refrigerator or aircon? What do you call that? I forgot. Okay, so ngayon magfo-flow 'yan diyan. Sa evaporator, malamig siya sa evaporator. Okay, tapos dadaan siya sa low pressure, tapos papataasin yung pressure niya by this compressor. Tapos pupunta siya dito sa condenser na mainit na siya. Tapos i-expel niya yung heat dyan. Tapos pagdating dito
So,
sa
so, parang sa labas na po yan.
yes, sa labas na yan. Kaya mainit yung likod ng refrigerator.
Opo.
Yes, oo. So sa labas na yan, mainit yan. Tapos pagdating dito sa expansion valve, mag-e-expand yung yung fluid. Tapos papasok siya dito sa evaporator, lalamig siya. Okay, so yun yung nangyayari. Okay? Sige. So malamig na ulit siya. Pwede na ulit siya mag-take ng heat kasi malamig na siya. Okay, so yun. And merong work done to, no? So i-detail pa natin yung suit. Okay? Okay, ano pa ba yung pwede dito? Ano ba tayo sa thermodynamics? Okay, okay lang bang 5 tayo mag-start bukas? Okay
Baka
lang.
pwede ba?
Okay, oo, 5 bukas. Babawi ako sa iyo bukas.
Sige
Okay,
po.
kasi katatapos ko lang talaga mag-poop set.
Nga po.
Entrance exam sa PUP. So,
Mm,
oo. So, babawi ako sa iyo bukas. Okay?
sige po.
That's for sure. Okay, and paano ba? Magte-take pa tayo ng mga examples ng second law and ipapaliwanag pa natin itong mga cycles na to. Okay? I will get back to you tomorrow. Okay, so sige. Bye and pahinga ka muna this Sunday.
Sige po.
And okay, and goodbye. Thank you.
Sige po.